Like, it sounded like a buzzsaw was going off in my brain. Okay, what about Mr. Wheeze? Sorry,
It's fine.
I'm ready now.
That was the
I'm ready.
pre-show.
Wait,
That
no, I'm
doesn't
not
matter
ready.
anymore. Just
Yeah.
get in my game. Start the real session.
Join the Sebastian SB game. We've been playing for 4 hours and 20 minutes.
My God. That
How
matches up perfectly
fucking
with
nice.
our average duration of sessions.
Yeah, but also nice.
Oh, right.
Listen, I was sitting
it's
here
a
listening to you go
funny
off about
number.
Weezer. You've been going off about Weezer for like a minute. And,
I was
and,
waiting.
and then
I was vamping while I wait for the game to start.
Okay, well, as soon as I show up,
I
with,
shared
like,
with you a song that's always in my head.
No,
Always in my head.
You've been over here.
Always in my
like,
head.
You've been over here like just jerking off, and then when I show up with like the bucket of lube, all of a sudden Keith's nowhere to be found. Huh? It's that.
What?
It's that one.
What?
All I'm saying is
that what you see? Is that how you see like what it's like for me to do solo commentary versus duo commentary? Is like solo commentary, I'm just jacking it dry.
No. That's how I see any conversation that I'm not a part of.
You are
Much
the
higher
lubricant.
level. Yes, I'm the lube of every conversation.
Can I be the ribbed?
I am the
The ribbed.
Alright, this audio is staggeringly quiet. Let's bring that up. Let's bring that up.
Gross.
Oop, hang on.
I have thing to show you, bird. Stop having
Fucked
technical
with my
problems.
audio for like one. Give me 1 second.
Why
I
can't you
fucked with
just
things.
Why can't you just fix your computer once, then never touch anything ever again? Instead of fixing your computer every session.
No, I did fix it this time.
Did you?
I wasn't paying attention later, and I adjusted the wrong nobule. Okay, I'm recording now. Everything's fine. You know, we're all lubed up and ready to go.
All
okay?
lubed up and ready to go.
Okay, cool.
All copyright every time.
All right, I'm
We're
also
going-
nowhere near the base, so you're gonna need to
No,
give me
yes,
like a
you
minute.
are. I saw you.
I'm near the base? Oh shit,
Yes.
I'm okay. If I remember, I was next to Cole. Okay?
You never found coal. You tried.
I
and
know.
Gave up.
Wait, you're right. I remember being nowhere near Cole, but I was on a quest for it.
Hello. Well, I found coal, so komm doch mit hier, whatever the fuck correct words, sentences, structure do make have. In Deutsch, auf Deutsch, haha. Oh, are you seeing exploding gifts everywhere?
Yeah, there's a couple.
What was
I'm
that?
choosing
Why
to
were they
ignore them because
exploding like
Christmas
that?
has been dead for years.
Here. Alright, so I found a lead. So let's go this way.
Okay. Okay.
And it's thankfully not that far away.
Okay.
But the best I can remember from last week is that I think I memorized that it was to the southwest.
Okay.
So I'm just going to run in a straight line
Okay.
for a while.
I'm following you. Should I do that or should I do something productive instead?
I mean, I'm going to need help.
With what?
Oh.
Leave him alone.
Okay.
He has friends. Just keep going.
Just get him.
Keep
We
going.
can get him.
Why? I don't have my thing out.
Why don't you ever have a weapon?
Because I never needed one.
You need it like all the time.
How do I know? I have you.
We research their organs and make stuff out of them.
Okay, I'm pressing tab. I'm pulling this app. Here, finally. Okay, I'm gonna probe him.
There we
Danger
go.
probe. I don't
just-
feel good about murdering
just-
wildlife. Just FYI, I'm a pacifist, like gold.
You're definitely
Gold site.
not. That's not what pacifism is. That's veganism.
No, pacifism is when
You are
stand
not a
idly by and watch other
pacifist.
people do things.
You're a vegetarian, but you are not a pacifist. Are you vegetarian or vegan? I forget.
Vegetarian.
Yeah.
I'm a vegetarian up until when I order, like, food at a restaurant, and then it's like, I would like this black bean burger, and then it comes back, and it's, like, unapologetically, like, just a medium well burger, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, cool, thank you. I'm
So,
really glad
there's
that
the good
you...
news over there. So there's, you see the coal? So this is where I first found it. And you can see, okay, so I built a bridge over there. That's as far as I made it. Then I'm
Oh,
like, I'm gonna...
shit, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
well...
Yeah, no, like, I don't think you can make... I don't think you can cross that hole. Did you jump in?
I believe you're correct.
What did,
I don't believe you can do that.
Did you just fucking jump for it? Oh.
I mean, somebody's dead.
That was not behavior I was expecting, but I should have? I guess? Oh, here's all your remainings. I guess I can just take these. No. Wow.
Whoever reads this as a poo-poo head is my tip of the day coming from the game. That's nice.
I didn't realize I had to, like, safety-proof this quest, but here we go.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just on brand.
Yeah. There was no reason to die, but you found a reason.
You know, I actually think that the game might have crashed.
God fucking damn it.
Okay, let's just close that out.
What?
Let's just boot up the Epic Games launcher real quick.
Bert, I want you to take your computer, throw it in the garbage, and
No,
buy
it's
something
expensive.
twice as expensive. And maybe that one will work.
No, because then I'll just break it twice as quickly.
Is that how it works? Is that the laws?
I mean, the more expensive the computer, the more powerful it is. The more powerful it is, the more potential I have to do what I do. Okay, join. Alright, this time, instead of showing me directly to the cliff, where the coal is...
Well, I was just watching...
You should have just taken me to the bridge first.
We don't have waypoints unlocked yet. I just had to go southwest till I found the coal, and then I was like, okay, there's the coal. Okay, I can find the bridge from here. But you just fucking immediately killed yourself for some reason. Oh,
it was
hello,
very
nightmare spider
irresponsible for you to take me to the cliff edge like that.
Yes, it was very irresponsible of you to jump off of the cliff edge like that. See the game we're playing here?
No. Okay. If you take somebody to the Grand Canyon, do you take them up to the canyon part?
Yes.
No, you don't do that.
Have you been to the Grand Canyon? I've been to the Grand Canyon.
I have too.
Yeah, you've described the dangerous and scary thing you've said is exactly how people visit the Grand Canyon. Like, exclusively.
Yes, I went to see the Grand Canyon, and you know what didn't happen? I didn't jump off the cliff.
Yeah. Correct.
Right.
So far, we're correct. So where did you go wrong?
And now we're done.
So where did you go wrong, Bird?
We've reached.
I feel like we have
a. I feel like
we can have some. I feel like there's an opening here for like a character growth moment if you just like interrogate what you're saying with your behavior for like a second. You might like learn something about yourself that's like constructive.
Nah.
No.
Nah. If I wanted to learn something from myself from playing Satisfactory,
no. That was bait. That was bait. Fuck. Shit. Can I get back? Was that you?
Oh.
Why do I feel like that was you?
Oh.
Did you just do that?
I'm on top of the cliff. Safely.
Did you fucking knock me off the cliff?
Of course I didn't. I just watched you get knocked off by... Actually, I have no idea. But it was really, really, really nice to watch somebody...
Did you at least get the slug?
I mean, I can
try
for it.
You watched me. Get the slug, and also don't get knocked off like I did, because I'm gonna lose everything in my entire inventory now. Fuck.
Okay.
I'm really far down here. I don't think there's a way back up.
Alright, I'm collecting the power slug, and I'm getting hurt by something, and now I'm fine. I think that there's an invisible enemy that just attempted to knock me off the cliff. Where the hell are you?
I'm trying to live.
Oh, I see your conveyor thing. Okay.
I'm trying to reach the surface again. It may be a bit of a challenge. Okay. Hi. Oh, do not delete this from under my feet.
I'm leaving one of them.
Jesus.
I'm conserving the resources in case you die. We're gonna need these. Ah! Don't put that in my face.
The floor is too steep. A player is in the way.
That help?
Huh, there we go. I'm out. Fully expected you to delete it from under my feet, so I'm like,
No, I'm not evil.
Ah?
I'm just flavorful.
I take it you
I'm
found
just
your body.
spicy. Yeah, it was at the top of the cliff for some reason.
I mean, better
I was
there than where
responsible
you
with my
better
body.
there than where you landed. We won't. Yeah, and at least it's not a hell point where it's off the cliff floating.
Yeah. No, you
Okay.
want to talk character growth driven by Satisfactory. Remember how last week we talked about, like, ways of thinking and, like, internal monologues versus, like, thinking about things pictorially? Also, you have a friend, by the way.
Friend. Hey, buddy. Was he bigger?
I started, like, tapping into that a lot more, and, like, I started just trying to... Anytime I thought about doing anything, I just, like, tried to think of it in a more visual way first, instead of, like... I don't know. I guess the way I can describe it is that I used to think if I needed to do a chore or something like that, I would think, okay, this is what I need to do. These are the steps I need to do it. And I realized after our conversation that that was kind of anathemic to, like, the way that I think about other things. So then I started thinking, like, I'm going to visualize, like, all of the dishes put away. That's it. I didn't think, like, oh, I need to put the dishes away. I was like, I'm just going to picture this thing being full of dishes now. And then it, like, hacked my brain into making it,
getting
like,
stuff
so
done?
much easier for me
Oh,
to
God.
do anything and, like, be motivated. It was neat.
So you're already up. You're already up. Yeah, you are already there. So I laid a trap for you.
Yep. Yeah, I noticed it didn't work.
Yeah, I was waiting for your reaction to the nightmare on the other side of the bridge, and instead you talked about how your brain works and didn't even make a sound. I was like, oh.
Yeah, because I just
okay.
ran away from everything.
Well,
What was the trap, by the way?
the giant monster. I encountered him here. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna save this for Bert. I'm not dealing with this right now. Look
This
at that.
guy, he's been leaving me alone the whole time.
Has he?
Yeah.
Well, here he comes.
Oh, shit.
He's fucking huge. I had no idea he existed until last session when I was closing out. That there's a fucking supersized. Did you just drop him into? Oop, there he goes.
I attempted to.
Well, he's still
I'm very upset that that didn't work, because it would have been probably the greatest moment of my entire Satisfactory career.
Well, at least I'm safe. Oh,
Serpentine, serpentine, serpentine. Oh my god,
the
serpentine.
coal is covered in enemies. That's not great.
Ow. Serpentine didn't help me.
How did you learn how to make fire? Stop knowing how to make fire, dick. Okay. Huh.
Yeah. But no, that was neat. I really much appreciated that conversation, because it was like, I've never been more productive in the past week and a half than I've ever been in my entire life.
When you learned how to hack
Just
your own
me
brain.
visualizing things being done.
That's really
Well,
interesting.
okay, that wasn't entirely true. I was
it's
having
never
a
happened to me.
great time up until Monday.
Oh.
Yeah. Then real life was like, hey, we're gonna make things very spicy for you.
Is this not coal? Have I been lied to all along?
I hope it's not coal.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I just wasn't registering that I could pick it up. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna mine coal for a little bit here. But I think I need to take it home and research it. That's probably how we finally get access to proper coal resources. Because
Yeah,
our base,
maybe.
it's been, not having coal has been agony. I think our base is it might be shut down again. Or at least it was
Yeah, our
recently.
base has been shut down the entire time.
Yeah. Because making fuel by hand is just so not scalable.
Yeah. All right.
Tick, tick, tick.
So this conveyor
Tick,
belt's
tick,
going the
tick.
wrong direction, but
tick,
it should be
tick.
okay.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick, tick, tick.
Where's the big boy? Can't see him anymore.
Is he still
Oh, shit. There he is.
You found him? Is he still downstairs?
Ah.
Let's
No,
get
he was
100.
upstairs this time.
How'd he get upstairs?
I don't know. I think he respawned up there.
Oh.
But, like, so that was a
Unhelpful.
surprise. Yeah, that wasn't cool. Yeah. On the flip side, editing this series has been very, very interesting.
Oh boy.
Because you can see with each playthrough, just watching my like cynicism like just exponentiate every single playthrough.
Exponentiate.
Like it's a vertical line at this point of like,
Just watching
oh
his
yeah,
last few years
gonna be
degrade
great.
you as a person.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, 2021 is gonna be great. I was already at like a 1 out of 10 on optimism there. Like, we have gone down to like the square root of 5. Like, just such small numbers at
The
this
square
point.
root of 5. An unnecessarily complicated expression, which is
It
true,
is.
which
Well,
is true
no.
to modern world.
Because it's an irrational number. My optimism has decreased to a point where it's literally irrational. Is the only way I can express it. So it's been a lot of fun editing every single video and just watching that of like, oh wow, huh. I'm becoming like more and more jaded on an extremely fast pace. Oh god, he keeps spawning back up here.
There's
Why?
definitely a bunch of like wacky collectibles in this game that are placed specifically on cliffs to murder you. That's definitely what they're going for
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, like that clip that we found earlier, there was a whole lot. You didn't see it before I jumped off, but there was like pizza. on the
I
cliff, which is
definitely
why I
saw it
jumped.
before. That's one of the
No,
most knowable things about it was that I saw it already. That's how you got to see it. Very important detail overall.
Do you have a portable miner on you by any chance?
No.
Why did we come here without the materials to make? It's okay.
I kind of thought that we needed a coal mine for it and not just a normal miner. Let's see. I guess I need a portable miner. My goal was just to hand mine some coal so that I could then research it to then be able to process coal. But yes,
That's
we
fair.
do. I guess we do need the other
Is there
stuff
enough
too.
bridge? I can't see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's enough that I could jump at least, and now it's finished.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
Alrighty,
Yeah.
well, why don't I,
Okay.
at the very least, start making some conveyor belts to this area? 'Cause
Yeah.
we know we're gonna need them.
yeah, you can try to
And-
set it up for mining, and I'll try to set up the research. Yeah, I kind of forgot, but I guess you do just normal. You just use a normal miner on coal, huh?
Yeah.
I forgot. I felt like you're supposed to put like a coal building on coal, but I think that's a two-stage thing, isn't it? Because you mine it and then you ship into the coal spot. I'm very smart and definitely remember.
You phrased that
things.
very weirdly, but I totally understood what you meant.
You gotta ship it to the coal. Wow, there's a lot of slugs around. There's just random
I
tall
mean,
rocks with slugs on top of them.
That's like the most realistic thing, right? Like in
Yeah.
the real world, there
It's
are
just
a
that-
lot of slugs.
It's just that in this game they're very useful.
Slugs are useful in the
God.
no, they're not.
Because remember in this game you make the those power crystals out of them that overclock stuff and make them go faster.
Oh yeah, no, I remember.
And I think we
I'm just
we
wondering,
recently
like-
got that research done, so we can actually use these.
Now I'm wondering like if slugs are considered pests or if they're considered friends in your garden. I assume it depends on the slug and the garden.
Yeah, I think slugs can destroy some gardens more than others.
I think that they might be good at like killing some things that you don't like, but also they might eat your tomatoes. And generally
Yeah.
speaking, if you're gardening, you're you probably want your tomatoes to live.
Like, if I were to speak on personal level, like, I guess, like, when I see a slug, my general reaction is neat. But people with gardening thoughts might have different reactions. They might be significantly more perturbed. Oh my god, platforming on rocks is annoying. There we go. Some of these...
I don't know. I feel like slugs are just one of those things that, like, I have a hard time visualizing ever getting mad about slugs.
Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mad About Slugs.
5 reasons you're gonna hate slugs after this video.
You may not be mad about slugs yet, but I'll fucking show you. It's like the fucking it's like the Vlogbrothers video on pennies. It's like you may have not had any opinions about pennies, but you're gonna exit this video with opinions about pennies. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm just sick of these slug justice warriors. You know,
slug justice. Slugstis. I can't get up that rock. It's too tall and slippery. I give up.
You know, I don't even bother touring gardens anymore because I keep offending slug justice warriors. It's like,
Jesus Christ.
Far be it for me. I thought that slugs, you know, given that they don't have a brain, would learn how to have an open mind, but apparently not.
Do slugs not have brains?
Slugs have brains.
I was gonna say, I think it's like jellyfish, or where you get to the no brain territory, where it's like where you genuinely start to wonder: is it alive though?
I mean,
like, is it really?
All I'm saying, Keith, is
I'm not entirely convinced that jellyfish aren't just fancy plants.
I mean, I think that every jellyfish should be arrested until we figure out what's going on.
Oh, I can't get up there.
We need to round them up and be like, okay, level with me right now. What's going on, guys?
So begins the jellyfish police state. Brought to you by Birdcatcher, the feature that Amazon wants.
If there's one thing Amazon loves, it's employees just speaking freely about what they assume the company wants.
Tell me coal work.
How do I make conveyor belts but like tall?
How the fuck do I get coal?
Okay, figured it out. They don't go tall enough. Oh wait, no, I just need more. I need more concrete to make them tall boys. Okay.
I don't see anything here about coal.
How much,
Shit, how do I start doing
How much
coal?
reinforced iron do we have?
I'm holding 12, I guess.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try. I need
We
a
don't
little bit of
usually
reinforced
have
iron.
much of anything.
Oh, okay. We actually have a pretty decent amount here. Okay,
Oh, geez, we have 20 power shards sitting in here. That must have been from Christmas. Fuck.
Yeah, I think we're just getting them like just as little gifts.
I really thought that getting coal was going to give me the ability to research coal, and then we could make stuff to do coal.
Yeah, I mean, I thought so too. So if it's not working, then you're doing something wrong. Okay.
Am I missing something? Is coal just already usable? Power. No, this is a biomass. This is a biomass burner. So coal generators are a separate thing. I'm not imagining that part. Okay, so
yeah,
coal.
that part's true.
Oh, coal power is in tier 3.
Oh, goody. We tried to sequence break,
We need to
but it turns
finish
out that
Space
we
Elevator
got
Phase
broken.
1 to reach coal.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh, that's a lot of shit.
That's a lot of, that's a lot of not having coal yet. Okay, so the good news is I do have an assembly line that makes the that turns biomass stuff into biofuel. So at least we can speed this up a little bit by using chainsaws to cut stuff down in mass and then jamming them into the assembly thing to get it faster.
Say no more.
But
we could speed this up using chainsaws. I am so game.
But other than that, we're kind of not in the best spot. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. So I have this thing that turns biomass into things. So I could make 2 assemblers that turn, because the problem is that there's 2 different biomass recipes, which pisses me off.
Yeah. One's for wood and one's other stuff. Or leaves. Hey, that being said, I did just make something really cool.
What's that?
I made another nut detector.
A nut detector?
A nut detector. This thing helps locate nut.
It's very
well.
useful.
Right now it's set to locate berry.
I'm very happy that that's what you've brought to us.
Okay. I feel like you're not sufficiently hyped for the nut detector.
I appreciate your contributions. What you bring to the table.
It's scanning for nut right now.
I appreciate what you bring to our team. I don't have enough.
I'm gonna ping nut.
I'm trying to make 2 constructors so we can jam leaves into one and one into the other one without having to handcraft ever again, and then that'll feed down the thing into the stuff. But I keep running out of resources. I just want coal. Enjoy gathering nuts. It's a good way to get in touch with our ancestors and feel like we're at one with our ancestors who are.
I'm at the bush.
Our ancestors.
I'm at the bush of nut, and and lo, it is bare. The nut detector is useless. It took me to a bush where nuts once were. That's not what I was
born
looking for.
with a nut detectors. Just come my hands. 1, 2, they're there. Done. Don't need to invent shit. If you get a different number, you have concerns to be concerned about. If you get the correct number, move on with your day. Ta-da.
My hands have grown leathery with the detection of many nut.
Biomass wood. My hands grow weary from excessive nut detecting.
Papa, how did your hands get so roughed up? I was doing a man's work. I'm the last of the nut finders.
Leaves wood, okay.
Nowadays, you kids have it so easy. You have automated robot nut finders.
Yeah.
But back in the day, this was honest work. God-fearing work.
Is there labels in this game we have yet? We don't, do we? Shit.
Bear belt's too long and too steep.
Making a Ficmus... What the fuck? Making a Fixmus tree requires 50 reinforced iron and 500 concrete? Per. What in the fuck? Okay.
Can I put a conveyor belt on top of a conveyor pole? Of course I can't.
So that's okay, this leaves. Yeah, that's what they're for. That's like the thing they do. Are you asking whether you can put a conveyor on top of a conveyor pole? Yeah, that's what the conveyor poles are for.
No, I'm asking if I can put a conveyor pole on top of a conveyor pole. Like, I need to make something very tall.
Oh. If you want to stack, that's what the conveyor stacking thing is for.
Oh,
the thing that has the
which
ladder.
one's that again?
The one that I always use is a ladder. Because it also has a ladder on it. Its primary purpose is to create a scaffolding
stackable conveyor pole.
Yeah.
Got it.
So this is leaves.
Okay.
This is wood. Okay, so I don't have a labeling system, so you probably just will have to check manually, honestly. But basically, this power system that's directly under our space elevator that mulches everything, the left side is leaves and the right side is wood. And so if you throw them into the storage containers at the beginning of the chain, then it'll keep feeding them in and turning them in eventually into biomass chunks. If you can't, if you forget which one's which, you just have to check the assemblers, because their current recipe is the current recipe.
Okay.
But that's so if you go on chainsaw mode, then that's where you feed the stuff. It still won't power the base automatically, but it'll at least mulch it into the best form automatically, and then we just have one convenient container that all of our power comes from, which is the goal.
Okay.
Because I just want to be able to chainsaw like crazy, and then not have to like ever make anything by hand again. Because
that is fair.
Because the more power our base consumes as we keep scaling up, while trying to beat the space elevator stuff, the more we're gonna have to keep jamming
the more
shit into
miserable
these.
you're gonna be.
Because we're gonna have to make more of these things to put the fuel into. Because if we hit the if our line chart hits the fucking ceiling, then the whole base shuts off, and then we have to make more biomass burners and only scale it higher, and that's semi-terrifying. So get ready.
So, is there any particular area that you want us to focus on chainsawing down, or or do you expect to just go ham? Like,
I don't think
anywhere
we're really.
nearby?
I don't think we're really conserving anything.
Okay, no nature preserves.
Pretty much fucking nature and taking everything we can and turning it into resources. Huzzah.
Keith, we're Americans. We
Yeah.
were born to do this.
And most importantly, we're video game dystopian Americans. The scariest kind. And here we go.
Hey, for whatever it's worth, people are gonna really want to hear our hot gamer takes.
No one has ever wanted to hear anyone's hot gamer take. Ever. I swear to you. I swear to you this. What can I dump
Know
out of
ye
my
this.
overstuffed inventory? There we go.
Nobody has ever wanted to hear your hot gamer take. Ooh, there's a slug over there. I don't know if I'll be able to reach it, though.
I promise you we careth not for your gamey takes. It's time to deforest the world. Did you...
Shit. Okay, let's just hope that I don't die. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Oh, right. This game has like an AoE when you chainsaw stuff where everything near you kind of goes away. It's trippy. Did you go and get yourself killed?
No.
Is that the world we're living in today?
I fell off of the thing and then rubbed my face in it to grab onto the ladder on the side of the conveyor pole, and it didn't work. I just slid off of it anyway.
Yeah.
Florida man turned into a video game apocalypse American. That's us. That's what we are, Keith.
Florida man's just real.
Yeah. It turns out we were the Florida man
exists.
the whole time. Yeah, but like...
The real adventure was the Florida man that we roll along the way.
Boy, that sentence had all of the words and like 7 bonus words that you didn't need to be there.
Ah! Oh god.
It's like the Where's Waldo, where it's like you found Waldo and like Wally and like Walbert and his hat and his cane. Yeah.
My favorite is Walbert.
The whole crew. Everyone loves like, hey, where the hell's Walbert?
These chargy boys! Stop charging! Stop it!
Why can't this work sometimes? Ah.
At some point they just decide that all aliens spawn in pairs.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because we're playing in co-op. If we had a third player, would all the alien squads have 3? Because the 2 is becoming so common that I'm suspicious now. I'm suspicious of the 2-ness.
Invalid. Why can I not make stackable conveyor belts? Like, I can't make them in so many places. I don't understand this. I can put down one, and they can never put down his friend.
You can't like stack on top of it?
Sometimes I can, but usually I can't.
Weird. You want to show me where that spot is?
I'm in the middle of the woods.
Oh. Good.
It's not that far away.
I'll be there any year now. Just chainsaw
Okay.
the occasional tree.
I wanna write an unlicensed children's book that's like,
You
hey,
can.
yo,
That's the it's very
where's
easy to
the-
do.
where the demonetization is Walbert.
Oh. This is troubling.
Yeah.
Considering your last
Well, I don't
use
want
of
to get demonetized.
considering the last connotation you applied to demonetizing, I don't know if you want to make the next connotation children.
It's not children, it's Walbert.
Oh,
all
hey,
right, different one.
hey, little
Different
guy.
one.
What are you struggling
like,
with?
Hey, just put down a conveyor pole like anywhere around here, a stackable one, and try to make it like multiple floors. I can't for whatever reason.
Okay. Where is it?
Has anyone here seen Wilford? Okay, cool. That's nice that it works for you. I'm very glad that it works for you. Did it stop working, or?
I just didn't see any
Stop,
reason to
okay.
continue.
All right.
What was the
Okay,
problem?
now it works for me.
Okay,
the hell?
you're welcome. You also probably could have just cut the trees down or something.
Don't do that. I'm preserving them.
Well, that one's gone. Now preserving that one. Can I cut down the poison assholes?
I would prefer if you left those.
Oh, I don't think I can cut
there
those down.
because
Uh,
no, they're a part of nature.
They're dicks.
You wouldn't. Yes,
guess
I mean you
dicks
wouldn't.
are a part of
if
nature,
You,
I guess.
if you made a nature preserve, would you do things like, I don't know, try to curb the tick and mosquito population in the nature preserve?
We're not
You wouldn't.
We're not a nature preserve.
Well, I am. I'm
Oh,
preserving the shit out of that nature over there, and
We'll
if
see
you
how
chop
that-
it down to power our base,
we'll see how that turns out for you.
they're better. You better not have your chainsaw out chopping up that base.
I
And
constantly
I
have
don't
my
mean that in an
chainsaw out.
oh no, it'd be so terrible if you chainsawed all the trees. I'll
It would
legit
be such a
pissed.
shame if somebody came by and ravaged me. Ravaged my rainforest.
Oh,
Just
the
deep in-
Lorax.
Just deep in my
Oh.
woods.
Oh god, I don't like the idea of like a Lorax that gets off on the trees being chopped down.
Wood.
Jesus.
Fuck, are flower petals
he's nowhere
another
to be
category?
found.
That's really annoying. Shit.
Not in our playthroughs.
There is no Lorax. Only death.
I mean, I'm not even. When I upload this video, YouTube's gonna have me to categorize it, and like I'm gonna have to say like this video does psychic damage, and YouTube's gonna be like, we don't really have a category for that, and I'll be like,
This
listen,
video has psychic
just trust me
damage.
on this one. Oh,
that
speaking
base
of
back
psychic
on.
damage. Oh god damn it! I don't have holes. Anyway. As I was saying, speaking of psychic damage, I was talking to my manager the other day, and she was buying everyone cupcakes, and she was like, do you want me to buy you the poop emoji cupcakes? And I was like, I would rather you didn't do that. And then
Buy you
one thing
poop.
led to another, and I found a picture of a dabbing poop emoji wearing a Santa hat. And I was like, I found this, and I blame you specifically for putting the idea of Googling this into my head. And I was like, I'm not going to share this because I think that we will get like.
You just shared.
I was like, we will get like a page from the IT system in 30 minutes, being like, hey, we detected like
Some
a
hot
thought
bullshit.
crime being shared between you two. And she was like, well, we already, like, we had kind of a rough day at work today anyway. And she was like, well, we already had, like, a pretty rough day, so please don't do this. So I sent her the picture, and then I was like, I'm kind of sorry. And she was like, she was not pleased with me. She was, I didn't get in, like, actual trouble, but she was like, oh my God, why did you find this? She's got 2 little kids, and I was asking her earlier today if they ever dabbed or flossed, and she was like, she was like,
Did you ask if
dabbing's kind of
if they
2 years old now.
dabbled in it?
And she said that dabbing is kind of not very cool anymore. She said it was like 2 years out of style. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Oh shit! You can't turn flowers
like,
into fuel. Whoops.
2 years is a long time in
child
game time, let alone child time.
Yeah. Once a show is like 2 years out of airing anymore as a children's show, it's like it doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
I was trying so hard to make a joke out of. Fuck.
I believe in you.
I'm too. It's that I have lines sometimes, so I don't. So like, I can't think of a nice way to make the joke without it being like mean. Not to you. I mean, like, as like a fuck. Because I don't. It's a because
I don't want you to feel put on the spot. So.
No, I'm trying to make a thought crime joke, but I don't use the term thought because it's actually kind of fucked up. But the pun would have been funny if I could not feel bad for a second. You said thought crime, so I spent like 10 minutes trying to workshop that into a joke because THOT crime.
Oh no, I get it.
I wanted it. I wanted it so hard, and it didn't work out.
I respect.
Because I wasn't happy with any of the outcomes.
I respect that you were very thoughtful in that moment.
My brain was full of thoughts at that point.
All right, let's just go down here. She was telling me a story about
This is slowly working. Let's see.
She said one of her kids she would play they were in like little league soccer or whatever, and one of her kids was the goalie, which meant that they had a lot of free time in their hands, because I don't know if you've seen a little league soccer game.
Not much.
There are no goals scored.
No, I was in little league soccer.
Right, you know that every match ends 0-0.
As a kid, I just wanted to chase the ball, and
yeah.
If I kicked it, I would like look to the audience to find my mom for like approval, because I kicked it. I kicked the ball. Like I had no concept of like what the actual game was. It's like the equivalent of playing Overwatch and only thinking it's about shooting people, and that's all you're doing.
Right.
It's like just landing shots.
Yeah,
I was a tactician, born and bred.
It is less of a game, more of like an exercise of a bunch of children running around a soccer field and getting their exercise.
Yeah,
which is fine.
You know, that works.
Yeah,
that's the real reason everyone's there anyway.
Yeah,
so just wear these little fuckers out so I can sleep tonight.
So anyway, she was telling me that because there happened to be a lot of downtime in these games, her kid would just floss kind of all the time. Like whenever he got bored and he was sitting in the goal net, he would just start flossing. You know what? I would floss too if I had nothing else to do.
We are at capacity. I need to build a new biomass burner.
Oh.
Shit. We're fully at capacity for the entire base having power.
Oh no, we're completely stuffed with wood.
Oh. What are we gonna do? All of this.
How are we gonna fit any more in?
If only somebody would floss my wood.
Baby, I just need you to floss my wood. That sounded absolutely perverted. That was awful.
Wasn't that the premise of what you were adding to? That was the base assumption?
Yeah. I can have regrets.
Even if they were predictable. Sometimes those are the greatest regrets of all. Because they're the ones where we can't stop ourselves. But we know it'll happen. And yet.
You know what they say? Regret is tragedy plus time.
Is that what they say?
No, they don't say that. Regret is tragedy plus immediacy.
Yeah, I don't think regret takes too long. It's kind of a
true.
shared life experience.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always have to quite be a rake that instantly takes you out.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh shit.
It's more like regret is cringe plus time.
That's pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Cringe plus time. I've solved the mathematical equation of regret. I regret doing this. Ironically. It's the hard work and exasperation that'll really make it feel worth it when we no longer have to do this shit anymore. Because boy, early game power.
The point of playing
is a
Satisfactory to play the least amount of Satisfactory by automating as much of it as you can.
It's the more or less, yeah.
Huh.
But they make you do it all the hard way first. It's like when it's like when you're learning about like integrals and derivatives, and there's a really hilariously simple rule they're going to teach you after a few months of the class, but at first there's the part that takes half an hour and is really hard to ever remember after you learn the easy way. And they do it basically just to troll you for a bit, and then they're like, "Oh, anyway, here's the way where you can do it in 3 seconds." And like, you sort of fucking...
Oh yeah, that's the greatest joy of pre-calculus is when you get to Calc 1 and then in week 3 they're like, "Oh, by the way, the entire like last semester or year of whatever that you spent in pre-calculus and algebra 2, you can do everything that took you like 30 minutes in 5 seconds using calculus.
Pranked you, bro. You got pranked." I
remember
on camera.
I remember having to like solve asymptotes, and then like one person in my class was like, "Hey, you know you can do this immediately if you just use the limit." And I was like, "Cool, I'm gonna learn how to use limits then to make my life a lot easier." So I used limits in my homework, and my math teacher was like, "I appreciate you doing that. You're not allowed to use limits." It's like, God damn it.
Are you saying that the math teacher placed limits on what you could do in class?
Yeah, but also the limit does not exist.
Ha 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 ha.
I mean, I was not making a joke. I was making a reference to Easy A.
To Easy A?
Yeah.
That's the Scarlet Letter Emma Stone adaptation?
Right.
I never watched it.
Oh.
I also only...
I was referencing Mean Girls, but...
Oh. I had a... What was it? I did a report on Scarlet Letter and I didn't read it. Which is
Turns out that the real Scarlet Letter was you bullshitting your way through it.
I looked up stuff online and just got through it as quick. I tried reading the first chapter as a teenager, and it was in like some kind of oldish English that made it infuriating. So instead, I cheated because I had ethics. obviously.
I
Then I animated World of Warcraft characters giving the speech because I didn't want to do the presentation in person.
I remember that. I remember you telling me that. I obviously wasn't there, but yeah,
It's
you
not
made
a memory I
Machinima.
like remembering about my. Yeah, I did a school report as Machinima, except not very good. But that was.
If you had stuck with it, you could have made you could have been the Monty.
Oh
Boom.
man, yeah. I could work at one of the several different companies in today's YouTube world that where apparently everyone's a predator now. It's a
Yeah, that's
fun world.
sucks so much.
There's nothing more dangerous than being one of my favorite people in X group or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like it's always specifically the one that I liked, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So now I'm just like reflexively like worried about everyone that I like in every other parts of things. Like keep an eye out for Danny Sexbang because I don't know. Might be like 1 year from a horrifying scandal. Mark it on the calendar. Because Ryan Haywood. Oh no.
Yeah.
No. No. And then also Louis C.K. That wasn't. I really have a bad batting average for picking like comedians and whatnot that I enjoy in various contexts. I'm just like, oh fuck, I don't. How do I remove trending from Twitter? How do I never see the sidebar where it just gives me bad news all the time? Because it's never good. If I recognize a name in Twitter, it's like, I hope I don't like them because if I like them, I'm just going to get bad news about.
I don't like that.
Yeah, like when it, like, what was it? Like Pyrocynical was trending for maybe being a predator. I don't know. And just like, okay, I don't care about him. He kind of sucks. That's fine. He's like he's basically like one of those like drama outrage type people that shouts about stuff and that's somehow content. I'm like, that's no, I'm fine. That's cool. And then his avatar is just stolen from FNAF basically, which I guess speaks to his age, which is probably why he's one of those insufferable drama tuber people. So when he's trending, I'm like, okay, whatever. But when it's like, when I see stuff that's like Jeff Ramsey responds to sexual abuse allegations, I'm like, oh, no, I don't need to know. Fuck. Oh.
I laugh, but I sad.
And then I'm like, oh, thank God he was just maybe cheating on his wife, or maybe not. Maybe it was an open relationship. It's just a close scare of like a power dynamic potential abuse where he was sexting with somebody, but that was a fan, but also that person was in Australia, so they're really far from each other, so like nothing really happened. And like he turned away from it before anything really happened. It's like, okay, that's way better than Ryan Haywood. It's so. I was like, given the context, you're like, oh man, bullet dodge. That's not. I don't have nearly as much like shit to burning in the back of my brain this time. The standards are so fucking out of whack now. Like I was like, oh, that's significantly less bad news than I was anticipating. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna go up to the space elevator because I actually don't know what it wants from us.
What do you want, space elevator?
What do you want?
Please tell me how to make you learn how to burn coal. A
Yeah.
technology from several thousand years before this game, maybe?
Like, I don't like MatPat, but at least I can reliably predict that the reason he's trending, which he always is that it's like another charity or something. It's like, okay. I just don't need to constantly be hearing about how everyone in my industry's fucked up around me. Because I'm here. I just don't need that. Okay, so
I mean, at the end of the day, it's
we need
just the
50
entertainment
smart
industry.
plates. Yeah, no. It's like power dynamic abuses in situations where people are famous, and so they like oh, fish in the sea. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. I'm alive. And they start behaving horribly. And just don't stop themselves. It's everything's pretty horrifying. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What a
back to
lesson.
wacky video game commentary. Sorry, we got a little real there, but I'm back to normal.
Are you okay? Because that was the scariest thing you've ever said. You expressed 9 emotions and no thoughts using one sound, and I don't know how. It was too much.
In my head, it's just this cartoon idea of like the sellout, like, all I do is give wacky video game reactions, no substance here, like just like a burp, throw up noise, and then just takes back over, and I'm back to like my thoughtless mode of content creation where I never address anything that matters, and also never look below the surface of anything, and become everything I hate.
2 Satisfactory players who swore. Number 1, Bastion SB.
That's a big crown you get. Fuck. You did it.
Number
you see?
2,
I told you.
Bird Catcher. Demonetize.
He's gonna.
All right, that's gonna wrap this one
demonetize.
up. That's gonna wrap this one up. For today, fans. Generic catchy name for fans.
Slug Lords.
See you next time with more listacular news. Don't forget to smash the like bell and hit that comment.
This is probably the wrong direction to put this in. It'd help if I actually looked at the recipe for this instead of just fucking going. I'm very smart.
What?
Let's see.
Welcome back, GameTubers. Today we're gonna find out one Satisfactory player who's cringe. Number 1.
The
Bird
only
Catcher.
one. The only one that's cringe. Smart. I don't think we can even make smart plates yet, actually, as a recipe. So that's a problem.
Sorry, I don't have anything better
Shit.
to say in that moment. I think that I saw Housed to make them at some point, but I forgot. So, my bad.
My B.
Yep. Alright, let's try putting a stacker.
I keep figuring I have to double click when I put a track down. So it wants to be like, what duration you want, what length you want this to be. Alright, see this dangly that I just made?
No.
Coming down from the space elevator?
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's like right next to you, isn't it? You okay? Was it directly over you when you were looking for it?
Joking on how much of a power gamer move this is. Sorry. Good lord.
So that's where the smart plating is gonna go once we actually make it somehow. There.
Oh,
I made
man,
it dangly out. I don't have to come back up here again.
It's like a pneumatic tube at a bank. Just put smart plates in, it just goes. Yep. Oh man.
Ow. It can be surprisingly hard to get back on the elevator once you fall off when you try to Wile E. Coyote it.
Yeah.
It can be a challenge.
I'd like to know your reaction to the poop emoji trivia, Bird. The trivia is that the poop emoji is just the ice cream emoji but brown with a face.
Is it?
That's.
There's an ice cream. I guess there would be an ice cream emoji.
Yeah.
The ice cream emoji doesn't. Wait, who would design ice cream emoji not to have a cone?
Well, there's probably 2 ice cream emojis. There's probably Dollop and Ice Cream 2.
I thought it was like control. Yeah. I'm thinking in terms of control, where like there's exactly one emoji for each topic, and it's like the prototypical example of it. Like in control, where only like the perfect like go-to example version of each thing is there. Like when you imagine a phone, it's exactly that phone with like the U-shaped like receiver and the it's red and it's got a cord that's coiled, which increasingly becomes less true over time.
Did you know that the poop emoji has a cousin? It might surprise you, but it turns out It's ice cream.
Gross.
Sorry. Kind of.
Are you? I actually don't
Silence means
know how to continue the
yes,
game.
yeah.
Trying to figure it out.
Continue the game. What?
Well, we need to invent the smart plates, and I'm trying to figure out how to invent smart plates because I don't actually know how.
Well, I think we just have I think we have a factory that can make it, right? I don't think you can make those by hand. I think you need to do it with a factory.
You don't think you can make them at all by hand? Let's see.
No, I don't
Can I
believe
throw
you
an
can.
assembler? I can't throw an assembler down without 4 rotors. Because I tried to just see. I tried the workbench because I was trying to figure out how to make one because then I can know what's required and plan where to make it. I guess I'll throw an assembler down and see if it's a recipe there.
I just want to stack some poles. Why won't the game let me place my pole wherever I want it?
Oh yeah, smart plating. Okay. So a smart plating is a reinforced iron plate and a rotor. A rotor is...
How do you pronounce it as rotor?
Just because...
It's not supposed to rhyme with kotor.
I was speaking with emphasis. A rotor is rods and screws. So that's not that big of a deal. But we are going to reach a bandwidth problem on just how we're not very good at making plates. But we can work on scaling up over time a little bit. And also,
we have a lot of iron that we're not tapping into.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to slowly pave over our entire base with concrete, so that we can get really organized as we go forward. So I'll probably rebuild sections of the base while we're doing this. But anyway, so we already have rods and screws being made, so we need to combine those into rotors. And then combine the rotors with the hard plates or super whatever the plates are called, and then we'll jam that into my dangly. We'll put that in the dangly that I have hanging down from up above. That's where the smart boys go. What are you doing in the sky over here? What's that?
Me?
Yeah, what is that? Oh, is that the coal?
That's coal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I looking at? There's probably not a mine yet over there, right?
No. Not like we can even do anything with it, but...
Yeah. Just doesn't hurt to have it mining eventually.
True.
Let's see. I'll try setting up the basic skeleton of this if I can. And see where we can go from there. Because I've just jammed a lot of fuel into that stuff, so it should be good to go for at least a bit.
Okay, cool.
Let's see.
So the coal's going to come out, like, right... I've kind of threaded the needle here. It's going to come out right next to where our current generators are, so all of our power is centralized in one place. We're consolidating our power like an empire.
Wow! You're
we the
like
baddies? Rome, and I'm like Greece. We're gonna team up to become an empire. I don't know. I didn't study history.
The empire of the Roman Greco Empire.
Yeah, they got along real well, right? The Romans and the Grecos.
And the Grecos. That's my favorite thing about them is how they're just like best buds, holding hands, kissing on the mouth sometimes.
That's like the most peaceful region of Earth, right?
The Roman Grecos.
The Roman Grecotia.
Am I getting Greco from something? Is that really what they're ever called? Or am I just like having a weird seizure right now?
I think Roman Greco is the term that references like the cultural melding that happened very, very early in the days of Rome. Or I think it might be a terminology that you use when you're talking about like art or religion from that period, where you say like, okay, well, what's Roman Greco mythology? Where you're talking about, I don't know, Juno.
I was wondering if it's like just a baffling buzzword, like when people say like Judeo-Christian, and as if they're like easily combined concepts that totally are compatible with each other.
Well, I mean,
there's a lot of like Republican-y stuff going on where they say Judeo-Christian and what they really mean is not Muslim, and that it's a lot of like American Christian stuff where they just try to add the Jewish people to what they're saying because they just want to gang up on Muslims, and that's the goal. So you gotta...
So you're talking about the Judeo-Christian Empire, or like where's this?
There we go. The assembler.
Ah.
It's just...
All right, I guess I'm gonna start mining coal
world.
because might as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do with it. Oh. Make it work, please? No. No.
All right.
No. No. Right,
no. No. Oh, that sounds awful. Actually, let's not do that one.
No.
I just thought it was like doofy sounding, but then it was like, oh no, that ain't good.
Regretting all of our choices.
Like I said, regret is cringe plus immediacy. Regret is cringe plus self-reflection.
So you just gotta pause just before you get to the other one.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people get by that way. It's really helpful. It's just an easier life, really. It's like, just why ever do the other?
Can I make the thing yet? Did I know that there's such a thing as mold-pulled concrete houses? A house made entirely of
Mold poured?
Mold. If that were going to happen to me, I would ask them to pour it out of steel instead, because who doesn't want to live in a steel house? In a steel house I reside. I'm wanted. Dead or alive.
Well, I mean, I imagine it's... Oh, God. I see where you're going. I see.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to
thought
address...
it was funny.
I was about to address what you were saying, and then I realized that was a fool's errand.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut this recording real quick so that I remember to edit out that weird joke I made 30 seconds ago. We're gonna just destroy
That's
that
the
shame.
part of this video you're removing?
Yeah, because that was legitimately like an upsetting joke that I very unintentionally made.
What, the steel horse? Wait.
No, it's fine. Okay.
Wait, what did you do?
We're
it's
back,
in my
steel horses.
What? No, it's in my video too. What? Wait.
No, it's fine. I'll ping you on Discord.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Did you
I'll
just
write-
Did you just faux pas?
Oh, I fur pawed all over the place.
Oh no.
That's fine.
Oh no. Oh my
let's put
god.
that
Oh
there.
my god. Is that what a fursuit is? It's a faux pas. Because it's not real.
God, I'm glad I'm on a conveyor belt to move me forward right now because I have to face palm so hard I can't even face the screen.
It's a good joke. Shut up. It's beautiful.
It was okay.
Beautiful.
It was an okay joke.
I'm perfect. I've never made a mistake. Ever. Especially not in this session. Several times. I would
What is it?
know.
Then the definition of perfection is making mistakes plus not acknowledging.
Yeah. You've established that plenty of times. That's the rules.
The definition of perfection is error plus denial.
Error plus denial. I mean, yeah. Glad we got this figured out.
Yeah.
Oopsie. Ah. Weird hitch.
Okay. Let's just make power poles.
Okay.
Hey, you know a joke I've made every single time I've connected power poles across Satisfactory? Is Johnny Appleseed of electricity.
You should make that joke again.
Okay.
You got it's
Hey, Keith.
eco-friendly. It's recycling.
It'll offset the... I'm carbon neutral with my commentary. It's going to offset...
Carbon neutral commentary.
Whatever.
Okay. I did it, Bird. We're officially making smart plates. It might take a few years, but the setup is here. Yeah.
The real damage I'm doing is I'm just making everyone cringe.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Untold damage.
There's no
for generations, really.
There's no tax that you can do to offset that one. We are not going cringe neutral, baby.
We are not. This is not a cringe neutral podcast.
There we go. That's a name for a podcast right there.
Cringe neutral.
Cringe neutral. I mean, when you say it out of context, it kind of sounds like the world's stupidest D&D alignment.
Cringe neutral. Oh my god. Oh. I kind of need it. Jesus Christ. Cringe
My
neutral.
alignment is cringe evil. Oh god.
Cringeful evil.
God damn it. Oh. Oh, jeez.
Are you winning, son?
For a very loose definition of the term winning.
Like the Charlie, what's his name? Shit.
I don't think his name is Charlie Shit. I think you're thinking of Charlie Brown, which is colored the same as the
Charlie
emoji.
Sheen. There we go. The Charlie Sheen definition of winning, where he was ending, like his life was ending.
Nuts. Yeah. But then all he had to do was apologize and check into rehab, and bingo, bang, boom,
yeah,
Las
and now
Vegas.
and now he's right back to
one.
being famous and everywhere. You just can't escape Charlie Sheen because of how all-encompassing his life currently is. He's what a tour de force. Anyway, is he dead? Did he die? When's the last time Charlie Sheen was in anything? I think he's dead.
I don't know. That's LA, baby.
Poor Martin Sheen. It's just a real. No parent's career should ever outlive their children.
No parent should ever have to bury their child's career. It's the greatest tragedy.
I fucking love that joke. Oh. The magic of
really
laughing.
Dumb, by the way, but I'm still laughing at it.
The magic of laughing at your own jokes is that in many cases you're experiencing it for the first time at the same time your audience is. It just explodes out of you, and you're like, "Oh my god!"
You know how in most of your regular life, thinking before you speak is a virtue?
Yeah,
that's here, baby.
That hasn't been true for a long time. I've been living a filterless existence for a while.
Yeah. You know what they say about filters is that it leads to dead air, so gotta kick that shit right out.
That part of the brain that questions whether this is worth saying, that's it's called silence. And we can't have that today.
If you got a devil on your shoulder saying cringe and an angel on your shoulder saying please don't say anything, devil every time.
Devil.
Why did I come back to the base? What was I doing?
Oh no.
Damn it, why did I come back here? Power cell. That's right. I'm gonna put a power cell into the thing what makes the coal, the coal miner.
Do you know if they work?
What? The power shard?
Yeah. Are we able to use those yet?
I mean, I made one just now.
Yeah, we've had them for a while. Oh, here it is. Overclock production. Start research.
I'll just test on it. Oh,
I just started research of overclock production, so in 5 minutes you probably can put power shards and things.
Oh,
there we
go. Waiting.
Because we have a lot of them from the advent calendar.
Made my hands really warm. That was That was kind of unpleasant.
You've discovered shitty fire. Yo, God, we have 25 in here. I've made like 5, but we already had like 20 from the calendar, which is very useful
21.
and kind
the
of cheaty.
Power shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord, we have so many. You're right.
Yeah, no, the advent calendar showered us with some, which is a little cheaty, but I'm not putting them back.
There are 60 nuts in here.
Damn, that's a lot of nuts.
How am I gonna eat all of these? Better
Left
get
click.
started.
Are you here to gobble the nuts?
Watch me.
Watch me.
I am nut goblin day and night.
I am the nut goblin.
That's
Gonna have to collect
sounds
a lot
like
of
an
cement.
incredibly inappropriate Batman villain. Dude, I'm going to gobble.
I'm the nut goblin.
I'm going to gobble Gotham's nuts.
I don't know why I made him that.
Yeah, he's not a leprechaun.
You
He's a
don't know
pervert.
him.
Sorry.
Did you say he's not a leprechaun? He's a pervert.
That's exactly what I said.
You're not wrong, I guess.
Batman, you must stop the nut gobbler. He's making everyone very uncomfortable. Turns out he's just misunderstood, and he just legitimately is like a pistachio-themed villain. And he's just like, I don't understand why everyone avoids my traps, and why nobody wants to associate with me.
Because you'll always be nuttin'.
I'm going to reduce this town to a pile of nuttin'. And everyone's like, no, what?
Oh,
What the
God.
hell is wrong with you, nut gobbler?
Ugh.
God.
Who raised you? I'd be raising a nut right here. Oh, no.
Like, no, don't do that right here. God, do that over
No.
there.
There's children.
I'm going to come out of my shell. And he's like dressed in a giant pistachio shell, and they're like, you're not coming out of anything, dude. Get out of here, nut gobbler.
Nut gobbler.
Right. That's his name.
I was calling him the nut goblin. So there was like,
Oh, I thought you were calling him
I was giving
nut
him
gobbler.
I was giving him a fucking inch of plausible deniability, but you
No.
that evaporated.
I thought you were going full nut gobbler, dude, and I was right there with you.
I thought you were going full nut gobbler.
I thought you were left, and that was right, and we were just lockstep.
Just vibing on them
gobbler.
nuts.
There was some. Everyone was with us, man. Everyone was grooving on the nut gobbler, but I guess you and I, we weren't
We
together,
were on
and that's
different
okay.
worlds.
That's okay. That's the power of the nut gobbler / goblin.
Gobbler in it.
He transcends these dimensions and bridges those gaps.
Every day we gobbler in.
Gobble gobble, bats.
Bats, you'd be nuts without me. It's a fucking ancient ass miracle of sound references where I am on this now. That's where I am now, mentally, apparently.
Bats, I must pistachio you a question. Like,
What?
That didn't make any sense. What?
Hi, did I?
I'm going to tie you up to a walnut. Like, do you mean an actual walnut, or the wall over there with the shackles on it? No, I clearly meant the wall. You're far too big for the walnut. I don't get you, nut gobbler.
I don't get you, nut gobbler. He just has trouble relating to people. This poor man.
Instead of "I'll get you, Nut Gobbler," it's like, "I don't get you.
I don't get you,
I don't get you, Nut Gobbler."
No, he's such a sad figure now. The Nut Gobbler.
Nut Gobbler's always been tragic.
Like, I know that comic book
Gobbler
villains are
doesn't-
supposed to have tragic backstories, but this is too relatable.
It's not a tragic backstory; it's just a tragic story all around.
He's just tragic. That's all he has.
His backstory isn't even tragic. It was just he thought it would be fun to become to dress up as a villain. He doesn't even realize that it's a bad thing. He just happened to be incredibly tone deaf.
What does he think a villain is?
He thinks they're nutty.
I'm nutty.
I'm almonds there, Batman.
What?
That's the appropriate. That's what everyone's reaction is on all of his stupid ass puns.
You see this guy? Is he real? Am I hallucinating? What? These drugs can't be that good.
They're so stupid.
So is he like your? Is like your cousin? You guys just like put up with him? Yeah, he's always
no,
like
I don't
this.
know the guy. I thought you brought. Who invited Nut Gobbler here? Like I thought he was with you. Like hell no, I wouldn't be seen with that jack off.
He hears you.
Tries not to cry.
Cries anyway.
Cries anyway. Somebody comes around and like, "Hey, Nut Gobbler, you wanted to be? Oh shit, you okay, man? You okay, man?" He's like, "I'm just cracking up over here."
Because it's nuts.
Like, I can't tell if this is you know what, and he just walks away.
I'm gonna...
Oh, I hope people watching this find it as funny as we do, because we have been nut gobbling for like at least 6 minutes now.
I mean, they've made it this far. They've had to power through a lot. At this point, they're numb. Right where we want them.
Yeah. We've desensitized them.
Desensitized.
We've turned them into numb nuts. Or maybe we were the numb nuts the whole time. What are we currently researching?
Are you okay? I was in the MAM. I was researching the power cells. Looks like that's done. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the MAM.
I see how this thing works.
This is the hub, which currently is for the resource sink, which I think is like a trash can that gives us vouchers for something, which isn't very high
I thought we
priority.
were going to be doing the space thing.
So that's the dangly, is that goes up to the space elevator. That's a different...
And you're currently loading stuff into it already?
Yeah,
or no?
it needs
Okay,
the
you
smart
are.
plates, which...
How many?
That's already 50? And it's already being
And
worked
it's
on.
just smart plates?
Yeah.
What else does it need? That's it?
Yeah.
Well, shit,
just
let's go launch that.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs and see if it's ready.
I'm going to go with
I
you.
don't know how long it's been going.
I'm going to go with you.
I don't know if it's even trackable.
You're not going to gobble those nuts
I definitely want
to.
to unlock the bounce pad, which is one of the things we can unlock next on the
I think it's very useful.
Because I just want to just jump up here without climbing that anymore. We have 18 so far.
Oh, shit.
Yep. It's going to take a bit long. That's why I'm trying to scale up, but I'm starting at the beginning, so by the time I finish scaling up, it will have already slowly trickled them all in. But like from up here, you can see my our copper production, and like I'm organizing it.
Yeah. Come on! I hate these things. I hate these. I hate those. I hate the ladders. I always.
Yeah, no, I hate them. They're weird because you don't.
I gobbled all those nuts earlier because it filled me with enough vitality to survive that fall. And
they're weird because they don't work.
What happened.
They don't work how like source engine ones work.
No.
Like in
they
Source
don't.
Engine, you look down and hold the forward button, and you'll go down. But in this one, if you look down and press the forward button, you go up, because W is up and S is down no matter what. So you have to sit there and just hold S, which feels weird. Then you try to jump off and catch it on the way down, just to save time. So we just need to unlock the gels, because then you can just jump onto the gel pad, and it nullifies your fall damage.
Remember I said sometimes they disassociate from conversations?
Yeah, you have no idea what I just said.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm sorry. Are alligators faster than crocodiles, Keith?
Well, one of them's more aquatic.
Okay, good to know.
So they might not be in the same context. I think we just had a conversation, actually, last time about we were talking about racing things, and we're like, yeah, but is it water or land? It's important.
Yeah, we never really reached a point of resolution on...
No, because you kept ignoring that I asked it. You kept just powering through, like, nope, not acknowledging this new wrinkle in the conversation. Just gonna keep going.
Well, you know what they say. Knowledge is questions plus, hey, look over there.
Oh my god.
Can I just fill this baby up with multiple power shardies? Oh, I can. I did a triple. We are overclocking 250%. We are pumping coal.
Dang.
We're like a...
Wait, what is... What direction is this going in? This was coming in, right? Yes.
Do you think that you could
Oh, I
make
did a splitter instead of a merger. Sorry.
Nice. Do you think they could make a source of infinite coal by, like, dangling a naughty child in front of Santa? Like a carrot on a stick? And Santa's just, like, chasing after him, like, I'll get you.
I've
And,
always
I've always
like these like industrial logic solutions where you just take like a fairy tale and apply it logically to capitalism and figure out how to exploit it.
This is how we monetize Santa.
You say it takes wishes. How can I turn wishes into product? I think I've heard that the new Wonder Woman movie is that. The villain is wishes.
I haven't heard anything about it except people being mad
all I've heard
about
is
a new
exclusively
movie, so...
people not liking it. And I'm like, yeah, I've made the right call not watching any more DC movies.
I mean, my assumption is that if it's a new movie, people hate it, and if it's a new superhero movie, people really hate it. So I'm like,
yeah,
it's just noise at this point to me.
Yep, it can be that way. Huh.
I'm looking at your copper. I'm looking at your copper field, David. Oh, I'm in your way, sorry.
I'm thinking about what I want to assemble.
Well, we need...
Because I have, like, the setup... I should probably back these up a little bit in case they get too backed up. Those are two different uses of that phrasing, but it was a very confusing sentence.
Do you want me to start pulling the other copper up over here? Wait, is this iron or copper from down here? That's iron down there. Okay.
Down there?
Oh, we do have another thing of copper. Do you want me to start looping that over here?
I think that's the one that I already attached.
Oh, you did already
I think I
attach this
found
bad
it.
boy. Yeah, you did.
Encroaching on clearance? Of what? Is it of that? Is it you? Oh shit! I just deleted a cable. I'll figure out how that was connected a second ago. There we go.
I don't see any good reason to try and put both of the copper miners onto one input like this. That's just gonna be kind of limiting our throughput into the system, right?
No, it's just the fact that it existed and wasn't going nowhere, so I just connected it just so it was going somewhere.
Okay.
That's not really
at one point we may want to,
plan.
instead of like combining this stuff, like just thread this copper into like one of the things, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how it performs, and we'll go from there.
Right now, I'm
then
just
we'll
trying to fix the fact
Marty.
that all of our copper is turned off. So I'm trying to set up the stuff that builds.
Okay, one step at a time.
Let's see. So copper makes Primarily, yeah, it's like copper plates. Wait. Oh. So we kind of need all three of those things, I guess. So so we have copper plates, which are already being made right now, or ingots or whatever. Oh, but we make copper sheets. That's new. I should start those. All right, I'm gonna disable the far left one because we're gonna want one of them. We're gonna want the access to just ingots. So I'll make that available. Then I'll make the middle one sheets, and I'll make the right one wires. There we go. And then I'll have to split wires into a wire storage location and then a cable production place. It'll all make sense eventually, or
Makes
not.
sense. Yeah, actually, I'm following your train of thought there.
Because every time we make something, I try to make a storage location of the intermediate step resource, so there's also an output of that, because we always need it. We basically always need them. If nothing else, just as a bin where I can pick things up, so I can then build buildings. Because building buildings is the primary resource use we usually need, and there just needs to be a place to pick up whatever we need. Or we lose our fucking minds, being like, where this is stuff? Oh, God. But the real big fucking takeaway here is just being able to tell what we're looking at is going to be, like, a revelation. Like an all-new life experience. Fuck, we're this far into the session already? Shit. Why does time have to pass? It's a dick move, time.
My hair's so long I could probably grow out an emo fringe at this point.
An emo fringe.
How about you?
I mean, emo was pretty fringe. The
It really wasn't. Emo was very mainstream.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
Oh, yes, it was. Emo was like.
I lost what
everywhere.
side of the sentence I was on while I was talking.
Oh, okay, got it. Makes sense. You forgot that you were telling a truth and not lying. Got it.
3 truths and a lie. The I'm just desperately trying to process what I'm looking at here and get it right. The God, what was I had a thought and it's so gone.
Emo. Fringe. Haircuts.
Oh, haircuts. Yeah, no, I have had one haircut this year.
Yeah.
So
you've had one more haircut this year than me. So
yeah,
congratulations.
Well, I went most of the year not having a haircut, but I had an event, so I risked a haircut for that.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't psyched about, but I also wasn't psyched about doing the event. But it was also going to have. I had a risk assessment to make because it was going to have long-term ramifications for my personal life if I chose not to go to it because COVID. So I'm not happy that I was in the situation where that was a choice I had to make, but it's happened already.
Yeah. I generally like to keep my hair a little bit on the longer side. This has gone way, way, way beyond how long I normally keep my hair.
Yeah.
Like, it is like, I want to say, let's see. Yeah, about a centimeter past my chin at this point, my bangs.
They call that the centimeter.
Because it smells of the nuts I'll be gobbling.
No. Oops.
Oh god, I don't want the nut gobbler to have like an edgy reboot at some point.
An emo fringe. Why
did I make this character?
I don't know. Why did we? Wait, how did you have this character happen? I'm trying to remember now. Was it your fault? Can I blame this on you?
You shouldn't. I had nothing to do with this. You know, I was just an innocent bystander.
You sure about that?
I'm a hapless captive in your world of Let's Play. I'm just gonna make rotors by hand, and I'm gonna just get this shit going because this is driving me
You
nuts.
can't find yourself other tasks to do in the meantime. It's like,
Well,
no,
right,
this,
because
die.
I was going all in on coal, and then that came to a dead standstill because.
Oh yeah, we knew that wasn't gonna work
things.
because we had there's like several steps between us and coal happening.
Yeah, well,
We still have to research it even after we get the thing done. That's why I'm busy. I'm like, oh, downtime. This is a good time to start doing the whole organized base thing that was planned.
I thought we were waiting on doing coal before we did the base organization. So that's
Well,
why I was.
It just kind of comes down to whatever seems most reasonable at the time. And so
Fair.
for a while there, coal was such a clear priority because of the fact that like hand feeding those stupid things with chainsaw fodder is like just it sucks. Like coal is such a blessing, but then we've seen the fucking barriers between us and that, and it's like, all right, well, that's gonna take a while. I guess I've got some stuff
Our
I can do in
power's
the
out,
meantime.
by the way. Very
No!
topical topic.
See, this is why it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
God, it doesn't last very long. Oh.
Oh, is it just too much capacity, or it's over?
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
we capped out. We need to make another
No,
one, I guess.
I put power cells and overclocked a thing to make it go a little faster.
Oh.
I'll remove the power cells.
Yeah, that capped out our entire
Sorry, I didn't
capacity.
realize we were that. I didn't realize we were that close.
Yeah, we're kind of constantly always closer. The struggle here is that, yeah, the only way to get more power is to keep making more burners, which just means needing an even larger number of things to burn all the time.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be easier once we have
Okay,
coal.
the base should be started again. Okay, it looks good.
There we go.
All right. Well, this will just take a bit of time.
You could optimize the iron production, starting at where it starts, then laying down the stuff. The only risky
Do
thing
lots
there
of
is that
things.
optimizing the iron production from the beginning, you want to reconnect it as quickly as possible, or it'll literally stop making the thing we're currently waiting for.
Well,
I have a little more leeway
if
with
I
copper,
were to
so I
work
started
on
there.
iron production, I would probably just pick it up from using the 3 currently untapped iron conveyor belts that we have coming in.
Oh yeah, that's what. Oh right, I remember. That's what I was thinking of doing. Is I wanted to make like an iron like a mega complex over there, to like
Yeah.
get some serious shit
Wouldn't
done.
be a bad idea. Yeah, we weren't making rotors very fast.
No,
so
we
I'm
weren't.
I'm just hand making the rotors to speed this up.
That's quitter
Because-
talk.
Well, it's made of pipes and screws, and those are my 2 favorite things.
Pipes and screws and broken dreams.
I mean, I don't make broken dreams. I live them.
Break dreams over my knee.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's do that. God, my throat's so dry right now. I saw a smart plate be birthed from this assembler. It was a miracle.
It only happens once every 3 years in the blood moon.
Ah.
Why was that an ah?
I don't know.
Do you not take well to the blood moon?
Everything that can come
You
up
know
with
what?
the yes
I
and
can-
that.
You know what? I can take or leave a blood moon, honestly. Like maybe with a nice
Everything I can
toast.
yes and that makes me feel uncomfortable, so I'm gonna. I guess the answer is yes. Then, based off of that alone, if it's like if it's unspeakable to me, I don't know.
Probably making this a little dense location. I don't know. Let's see. So those are wires or cables or whatever. Those are the shades. This one's making cables. That's the cables, the real cables. Where real cables are made.
People are a little disappointed that I'm not dressing up like this is cyberpunk or
how would you dress up for Factorio exactly?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't own a spacesuit or
Why don't you?
overalls with. Well, okay. I
Relationship
don't own
goals.
overalls. I don't own overalls, and I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna buy. I'm not gonna start cosplaying. I'm just gonna keep trying to pick appropriate stuff that I already own.
Would you say that this stream is overall
Halloween.
disappointing?
That's the. That's what we needed. That's the spicy commentary. We needed that the entire night. We finally got there.
All right, do you see the system here? All right, so
Sort of. I wasn't really looking at it in detail.
So this one's iron ingots.
Which one's this one? I'm not looking at the same things you are. Sorry.
You ran from me. Climb a ladder.
I did.
So this one's iron ingots that I'm on. The one you're on is
this is
sorry.
ingots?
This is copper ingots.
Okay.
This one is copper sheets, which I haven't even seen what they're for yet, but they exist, so I'm making them. This one's copper wires, and then this one over here is cables.
Oh, cool. What about things like rotors and wire? Oh, wait, you have wire over here. Okay.
Yeah, those are wire.
And
these
then
are cables.
rotor's going to require our iron and our copper to touch. So
I thought rotors were screws and rods.
Oh yeah. Well, electric rotors are where we need to make them touch.
Yeah. So like we'll expand outward as we go, but like here we have like a really nice grid where everything makes sense, and eventually, some combination of like signs or waypoints or paint will eventually make it so we can visibly tell which thing is which. Because it's a bunch of identical storage containers, which is pretty rough.
Well, we can set up beacons everywhere so we can see where stuff is, but it's also in our base, so it's useless because it would just be a beacon on our base.
Yeah, but here you can see how things can sort of make sense in a way that conserves space while also being, like, visible. Like, you can tell what the fuck's happening.
Yeah.
And also,
so how do you want to...
building on cement is so nice because everything locks to a grid.
Yeah.
And so you can move really nicely.
So how do you want to integrate like iron with this stuff? Like, do you want to put it on a second floor, or do you want to like kind of meet them up somewhere somehow?
We'll probably build the iron out from where the iron's being mined to do all the basic iron processing the way that I did here, basically. Because then you can then you have this. If you build it somewhere completely separate, then you have the space to scale upward, and then you can like make the two of them meet in between for places for things that require iron and copper components. I'm definitely tempted.
You're thinking like,
once we have
like
coal,
the area I'm currently standing in, you want me to start laying down foundation? Is this enough room? This doesn't seem big enough.
Well, we'll probably literally tear up the buildings we already have and replace them with organized buildings, like I just did with copper.
That sounds like a pain in the ass. Well, I'd rather instead of tearing up our current iron,
but once we have coal, I think we're gonna make a superstructure over by that one cluster of iron mines. But right now we won't be able to power it.
Seriously? I was going to suggest that we just make, like, we'll leave the current building as is, make the iron thing separately, using the 3 iron stuff that we're not tapping, and then tear it up.
That's, so what we can do is, we'll finish researching coal, and then once we have researched coal, then we can significantly increase our capacity for power, and then be able to actually build more things without having the whole thing shut down. Then we can make like a nightmare Sam's Club superstructure over by that cluster of iron mines that are way over there.
Oh, so you don't even want to use the stuff that's being conveyored up. You want to build it next to the iron mines?
Yeah, we could just go start over there for iron, essentially. And over here, our shitty base will be limping along, making some of what we might need sometimes, and we can keep using those resources until we're able to move on from it, and then we can tear it up. And then we can probably
that's classy.
And at that point, we'll probably just keep the miners and just redirect them to the iron superstructure. So the resources will go to the other place that has better capacity for building.
Okay. Well, just for the hell of it, I'm going to start laying down some foundation over here. Just to establish, like, hey, this is where we can build some of the stuff that we're talking about.
Did you run like
IKEA
all the way,
Sam's Club?
Did you run like all the way back to like the place full of iron or something?
Well, I went down to where the iron mine output generally is.
Wood.
So we have 3 iron conveyor belts that we're not using.
Do we? Are those the ones from
Yes.
outside the base?
Yes, these are the ones from outside of the base. So
Yeah.
what I thought you were saying is you wanted to use this space in front of these 3 that we're currently not using to build a Sam's Club of iron production.
So I'm not
Okay,
really...
look at me on the map.
I'm not really caught up, so I don't really know
Okay.
where those iron came from that you're bringing in. Because
Okay,
that was
come
your
just look at me.
project.
Yeah. Just come over and look at me on the map.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
This is it. This is 3 iron lanes that we're currently not using
Oh
whatsoever.
yeah, there is 3 iron here. God, there's so much iron
Yep.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Because what I was thinking about is that off in the distance, there's an area that just has so much fucking iron. It might have like
Okay.
6 or some shit. It's like closer to the cliff or whatever.
Mhm.
It's hard to say without having like waypoints that we can build and everything.
Right, right.
But yeah, that's a pretty big open clear area we can work with too. And we could always build it. We could always build it down there, and just bring the other irons into here too.
Okay.
But there's,
I kind of like that because
there's
this
just
is much closer.
Yeah, it is closer.
So, yeah.
But that's a pretty big open clearing we can mostly use, except for that annoying giant rock in the middle. But there's
yeah,
three.
that kind of sucks, but
there's 3 iron by you. There's like 2 in our main base, and there's like 4 or more like down the road. So we'll have like an ungodly amount of iron pumping in, and so then we can just make so many separate constructors that make like the screws and the rods and so on, which is why having a building that's organized will suddenly really matter, because once we started trying to scale up in our old base, it was like, I can't tell what anything is, and something got unplugged, and I don't know where.
It'll be fun.
We had to trace the spaghetti back like we were untying shoes. Like
It'll be
trying
a
to
lot
fix
of
a
fun,
knot.
I think, to actually build this with a modicum of organization. But we're going to have to do that in 7 days, because I got to start wrapping things up.
Because I think that's the only way we'll ever reach the scale you need to get anywhere in the end game.
We got places. We just couldn't beat the game because we couldn't.
Oh yeah, I also found a potential solution for that.
Off. Oh yeah, what is it?
There's a network like quality setting that you can like amp up to 1 billion.
Okay.
So if both
there
of
a
us
commentary quality setting too? Because I can use that.
No, we're fucked there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if we run into problems again, we can try both turning the network quality setting to like maximum and see if that
sounds good.
Makes it stop not working.
Okay. Cool. We'll give that a shot.
Which would be nice.
I'm gonna head out though now.
All right, see you next time.
I'm gonna head out now though.
By which point we should have enough to launch the space elevator.
Yeah.
I might even just let the simulation run long enough for it to finish regardless.
The simulation.
Ooh.
The game.
Yeah.
The game, Keith.
Yeah.
The simulated video entertainment.
That's what I always think of it that way whenever I just want to hit cheetah mode and fast forward. And by fast forward, I mean just wait. Between episodes. It's like hitting cheetah mode on the playthrough. You just let like 20 minutes pass between episodes and you're like, aha, look, it's done. It got there eventually. Just took a bit. He's gone. He's gone. He can't stop me from doing anything now. I need to put these away. There we go. Hold on to enough to get stuff done on my end. But that's it. Is this entirely backed up? Yes, it is. Yep, that's kind of a dead end. Kind of wasted capacity. I mean, this has plenty of ingots. And that's getting its ingots too, so I guess it's not the worst, but this is, once again, don't tell Bird, but this is probably another temporary solution where I'll have to scale up. I mean, everything is, but we'll probably have to spread it out more and scale it up more and also learn more about, like, the rates. Basically, like how many things can I hook up to each thing where it'll reasonably get stuff done. And these will eventually all be getting used in some way. But right now, it's just important that everything's going. And it's also in a position where you can understand it easily enough. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so the cable building thing never stops. It's always moving. It doesn't pause to wait for more wires to get to it. So the current production size of 2 wires, or it's like 1 full wire is from here, because this is just feeding in directly, and this one's feeding half of it into here and half of them into storage. That rate is apparently making it always work. So that's good for cables. So yeah, oh yeah, we're fine. This will fill up just nicely. But once it starts actually getting fed somewhere, we'll start getting in more trouble. But I could easily get the resources for this to research the next thing. Oopsie. Which I might just do. Then we can just hit go when Bird gets back. There he is. It's really funny that when you log out in this game, you just sit there. Just a very strange visual. But this is the play. This will be the next project. This is way more complicated than what I just tore up. There's way more steps. But that was like my prototype. Like that was my starting example of that idea, and then I can scale up from there. And that'll be good. You know, I say resource sync, but let's switch this actually. Hopefully it requires similar resources. But let's get the goddamn gel. Jump pad. Fuck, it requires rotors. I'll have to go back for the iron. Does it keep what you did before? Okay, it does save your progress. At least there's that. I think it takes them and you can't get them back. But at least it doesn't delete your progress if you switch goals. Okay, I wanted to do the jump thing next because I wanted to be able to get up there and within a more fun and less annoying way. Even if I have to make a funny, like, ridiculous platforming, like, segment that would get me up and down. Yep. We are running low on these plates, unfortunately. Put this back in there. Okay. That's part of what needs to be scaled up so badly. Yeah, we got enough. I vaguely have rules of how much I'll play without Bird. Which is mostly that I'll just, like, I'll push a little ahead on numbers a little bit, but I won't really, like, build the base necessarily. Unless I'm in the middle of, like, a project right when he leaves. There we go. So I'll just let that sit. But that's loaded up for when he gets back. Like, if I'm in the middle of building, like, a big network of, like, coal or whatever, and it's just me building more coal burners and more conveyors and then more coal burners, then more conveyors, and he leaves midway through, I might finish that, as I think I've done before. Just so I don't have to pick up where I left off next time. 50 out of 50, okay. He might have made those himself. Because I think he said he might do that. So we're ready to launch the space elevator. These are getting backed up now, which is great. It also means that we don't want them coming up here anymore. Let's see here. There we go. So these are all full. So at this point, we're just gonna want to make a storage thing that fills up with those things because we no longer need to feed them into here. And usually whatever's going up here changes. Oop! Oh, fuck. I hate that. Reflexively, you want to look down. But looking down at certain angles while holding down S tends to lead to your character getting off the ladder. Ladders are just kind of annoying in this game. They don't work the way you want them to in many cases. And sometimes feel like they're against you. Oopsie, don't delete something in the background. Is there a rod? It deletes that, I think. Okay. The slope is going to make this one annoying. It's fine. I'll just ignore it. So smart plates go in here. And this is still working on them. Yep. Takes them a while. But we got all 50 done. There we go. Progress is made. I'm pretty sure smart plates are new. I don't remember them. But yeah, this is noise. Still, at least I can fit it in my field of view mostly. So like it's not completely beyond the pale. It's just currently incomprehensible. I hope this game has signs you can place that are visible without having to like click on them or something. Because the game has, we used beacons before, which would give you like an Elder Scrolls / Fallout like compass waypoint, but those will get, like these ones right here, the hub and space elevator on top of the screen. But those will get crowded real fast if I start marking every resource. So hopefully there's a nice labeling system that helps me tell what the fuck I'm looking at. Because you definitely get caught with a bunch of identical looking buildings. There's definitely a give and take here, where, funnily enough, there's kind of like a playful, like, it's all in first person and it's immersive, and doesn't it kind of captivating, like seeing it on this scale and stuff like that when you're playing it Satisfactory. But like the game this is more or less based on, Factorio. Oh fuck, power. Oh, is it just that you're unplugged? It's just that you're unplugged somehow. Oh, thank God. I don't have cables for plugging things in. Fuck! But yeah, while Factorio is a little less immersive and engaging, or whatever, however you want to put it, in that it feels further away and detached, one of the definite upsides of that is just the fact that you can like press a button that just like instantly highlights what resource is in every building and what each thing is building and what's being crafted everywhere. What is each thing mining? What is each thing building? It's so useful. Okay. Yep. One of the things ran out of fuel. And also somehow that got unplugged. Whoops. That's fixed now at least. But once again, the base is turned off. I really need this fucking coal thing to happen. Alright, I'm going to call it here, and I'm going to go do some chainsawing and refill our fuel, but then I'll be saving and quitting.